it might have been White House,
Uh-huh.
but it was like, I know you are, but what am I? He did. I mean, but it's absolutely the abusive behavior
Of
of
an
an alcoholic.
abuser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of I'm no, maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're the liar.
Yeah.
And it's automatic. He skins back his teeth, and the fangs come out, and it's like, fuck you, man. This is my goddamn job, and this bitch is trying to take it away from me. Maybe you're the blackout drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're the liar. Maybe you're the loser. And you can just see it pop right out, like, oh yeah, I want that sitting on a federal bench.
Yep.
The highest court in the land for the next 40
Absolutely disqualifying performance. Absolutely disqualifying. You're done. I think he was done the minute he went on Fox News. That's unprecedented and partisan.
Well, and when he lied about the Democratic materials that were leaked to him, when he lied about his presentation and prep work for Ken Starr, and
hid all of that paperwork
it's all
as well.
there in black and white. It's all on the record. He lies very casually about a whole lot of shit, and he went from I'm a choir boy who never touched alcohol in my life, never touched a woman, never touched myself until I was 30. To I like beer. Yeah, I got drunk sometimes. So what? Maybe you got drunk too. Maybe you're a blackout drunk. I remember everything. I busted my ass. And in the span of one testimony, he did a Donald Trump. Started off in one absolutely fixed position. This is where I stand. Completely reversed it under oath. But that's cool because you're a privileged white asshole, and so are we all. So don't worry, man. We'll cover your ass. The Senate is doing for him exactly what his friends did for him in high school and college.
Mm-hmm.
Covered up for him, lied for him, covered his tracks for him, bullshitted for him to get him through the door. And that's what he has come to expect as his natural right, as a privileged white Republican asshole. Yeah. And that's what I saw all week. And we are really pretty clearly all 1 degree of separation from someone who's been abused or assaulted sexually.
At the very most.
Fucking ground and buried at the crossroads with a stake through its heart forever. I'm down for that. Mm-hmm. Sign me up for that. What do you need me to do? Whose door do you need me to knock on? What do you need me to call? I have no money, so I can't buy a senator for you. But what do you need me to do to help that cause along? Because this must all end.
Mm-hmm.
To quote Kate from The Godfather, this must all end.
It all must end.
Thanks, lady. We don't need you anymore. Our guy's up to bat. So here's your $20 and cab fare to the airport. Thanks for all your help. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And then they got back to the important business of lathering him up.
Mm-hmm.
And in the case of Lindsey Graham, going on hysterical, bug-eyed, screaming tirades about how Democrats always do this and how.
Rehearsed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he you know what? He really is a crisis actor.
Crisis actor.
Lindsey Graham doesn't believe a fucking thing except he doesn't want anyone prying his closet open and mentioning what's inside. So Lindsey Graham, back when he was the floor manager for the impeachment of Bill Clinton, wanted to spare no expense, and there was no amount of time that was too lengthy
to remove Clinton from office. That was his goal, right?
Yeah, and he'd preferred if he just resigned. Because of all this nonsense. But if we have to dig through every swamp in fucking Arkansas for the next 5 years, then by God, we're going to do it. And now, same Lindsey Graham, different suit, slightly different haircut, different title. Now he's no longer in the House. Now he's in the Senate. Now it's hysterical, in the hall, out of the hall, again, bug-eyed, shrieking, we're going to get you sons of bitches. And I went back to 2016 today and looked up Lindsey Graham's, because I remember this, but it was only 2016. It was it was just 2 years ago that Donald Trump was calling Lindsey Graham dumbest guy he'd ever met, and crazy and just useless and a piece of shit.
Lindsey Graham went on The Daily Show.
Lindsey Graham went in front of the voting forum. He did a roast, and he said the reason my party is the way it is now. This is before Ted Cruz dropped out.
Right.
This is when Lindsey Graham was absolutely goddamn sure that the person who was going to be at the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue was going to be Hillary Clinton.
Right.
As with all the other fucking never Trumpers, he went long on my party's definitely going to lose. Therefore, I'm going to position myself as the smart one in the opposition, and then I can go tell everyone I told you so.
And block every Supreme Court nomination that she has for 4 years. Yeah,
that's my plan. And he said the reason my party is where it is because they're bug fuck crazy. Is because they're a bunch of crazy people. And he lit into his party. He took out Paul Ryan, who was at the roast, and said, you're smart, you're clever, you know the budget, you're a dead man walking in our party, Paul. And then he turns to Nancy Pelosi and says, Nancy, please never leave politics.
Yeah.
Because you're the reason my party still exists. They're basically hating you is the only thing holding this together.
Well, but they would pick someone else. They'd pick another woman if it wasn't her.
Sure. But this was, again, the context of the roast. It was Lindsey Graham saying our country and our party is in really big trouble because Hillary Clinton's going to win. And the reason she's going to win is that our party is fucked in the head. And that basically Donald Trump is the cancer actually bursting through the skin.
Yeah.
And then Trump won. Now the same guy is down on all fours, ass in the air, saying, yes, sir, whatever you want to do, man, whatever you want to do with me, go ahead and fucking do it. As long as you don't abuse me in public and maybe make me your attorney general once you get rid of that Sessions fella, I will do whatever the fuck you want. Lindsey Graham is that guy. And Lindsey Graham should have been buried with John McCain because whatever the hell shred of dignity he had, John McCain clearly kept in his pocket. And that's gone now. And that's the party. This is the party. This is a bunch of really creepy old white men ignoring a woman who has a credible story, who's an incredibly good witness, as you already pointed out, and just deciding beforehand, fuck it, we're going with this guy. And now today, we're recording this on Friday, Jeff Flake said he'd be more comfortable if we could just, have a 1 week FBI investigation.
Right.
Which puts it in Mitch McConnell's lap and Donald Trump's lap.
And apparently McConnell is going along with it. So,
well, great.
Yes, we didn't know that at the time, but you got to figure that he didn't have the votes, so he can't.
There's nothing about this party that I trust.
No, I don't trust anyone. Nope.
Blue Oasis. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Lauren Adams, Fayetteville, Arkansas, USA. Email me at ladams727@aol.com.